Okay, today, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about possessive nouns. Remember, a noun names a person, a place, or a thing. A possessive noun shows ownership. So, in other words, that person, place, or thing shows ownership, or something belongs to that person, place, or thing. We show ownership by adding an apostrophe S. What we're going to do first is we're going to read this paragraph. And after we've read the paragraph, we're going to look for words that show ownership. Read this paragraph with me. The dog's food bowl sat in the yard. The cat's ball was on the grass. Matt's backpack was on the bench. And Erica's sweater was on the porch. The sun's heat had dried up all the water in the dog's little pool, and he was gone. Let's look at this first sentence. The dog's food bowl sat in the yard. Well, whose food bowl is it? You're right, it's the dog's. The word dog is a noun. The food bowl belongs to the dog. So therefore, we have an S, but we need to add an apostrophe before the S to show that the food bowl belongs to the dog. The dog's food bowl. Let's look at the next sentence. The cat's ball was on the grass. Well, whose ball is it? It's the cat's. The word cat is a noun. So we show ownership, and we show that the cat has a ball by adding an apostrophe before the S. Let's look at the next sentence. Matt's backpack was on the bench. Well, whose backpack was on the bench? Matt. Matt would be your noun. We need an apostrophe before the S to show that the backpack belongs to Matt. Let's finish that sentence. And Erica's sweater was on the porch. Whose sweater? Erica's sweater. So the sweater belongs to Erica. We need an apostrophe before the S to show ownership. Let's read the next sentence. The sun's heat had dried up all the water. Whose heat? The sun provides the heat. So the sun is showing ownership. The sun is a noun. So we need an apostrophe before the S to show that the heat is coming from the sun. The rest of that sentence says this. In the dog's little pool, and he was gone. So who has the little pool? You're right, it's the dog. So the dog is the noun. To show that the little pool belongs to the dog, we needed to add an apostrophe before the S. So as you can see here, we read the sentences and we located the words that showed ownership. Each of these words name nouns. Each of these words have an apostrophe before the S. They show ownership. Boys and girls, for your activity or your task today, you are going to be reading sentences, locating the word that shows ownership, and adding an apostrophe S. So make sure that you first recognize that the word names a person, place, or thing. Number 2, make sure that it shows ownership. Thanks for working with me today on possessive nouns.